have you been on Refresh?
This is my 4th year on Refresh. I got in freshman fall quarter, I think.
What year are you?
I'm a senior.
What do you study?
I study economics and psychology. I also do business institutions and something else, but I'm probably gonna drop all of them.
What's your favorite show or gig of the year?
Spring show.
Okay, well here are some questions about your role as president. What does a president do?
So president basically represents the dance crew and acts as the face of Refresh. I also make sure that the exec is like working well with synergy. And then I also deal with the school, not deal with, but make sure we have a healthy relationship with the university, with other groups in the community. And also I plan the strategy for the entire academic year.
What is Refresh?
Refresh is a large family of dancers with very diverse styles. And we foster a mutual space and community for growth and for just our mutual passion for dance.
When did Refresh start?
Refresh started in 2005 with a group of friends who want to learn how to dance together and freestyle.
What styles of dance do you do?
We actually have a very diverse range of styles. We have hip hop, breaking, anything to popping, to choreography and freestyling. And then also we go a lot by like vibes, so femme, hard-hitting. Femme, hard-hitting, sensual, that type of vibe.
I see that email sometimes y'all write RFH instead of Refresh. What does that stand for?
That's our 3 core values: respect, family, and hustle.
How many people are on Refresh?
Oh, it really like fluctuates. At the beginning of the year when all the seniors leave and then there are no more newbies yet, we usually have like 60 to 70 people. But by the end of spring quarter, it's usually like 90 people.
What are some Refresh traditions?
Oh, there's so many. My personal favorite are like We Your Booze, Retreat is a new one. Also my favorite is Foigo and what is it? Ro-Fi at the beginning of the shows. So I'm sure our like education chair and wellness chairs talk more about it later.
What's the story behind Ro-Fi?
I'm pretty sure it started as a joke, but then it evolved into something much more meaningful for the crew.
What are we doing this year?
Since everything's online and COVID's not going anywhere anytime soon, we're probably going to do online rehearsals. And then in the winter, we're going to be doing virtual rehearsals. And then we're going to have concept videos as well. And hopefully in the spring, we'll be able to come back and do our spring show. Cool, so now we're going to transition to our AD Artistic Director, Joan.
Hi.
Hello, Joan.
Hi.
So, what year are you?
I am a junior.
How long have you been on Refresh?
I've been on Refresh for 2 years, going on to my 3rd.
Perfect. What's your favorite show or gig of the year?
My favorite show is hands down RFS, Refusion Shaka. That's a joint show between 3 groups, Refresh, Fusion, and Boom Shaka. It's annual, fall quarter, the biggest dance event of the year. Literally, we fill up the seats in con. It's amazing. And I don't know, I mean, I'm the coolest like during that time. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What does an AD do?
AD stands for Artistic Director. I am in charge of the creative direction of the team, more related towards like the dance side. So like, kind of organizational in relation to like setting up shows or like trying to figure out like what pieces would look best. Where does our team want to go with dance? But yeah, I just kind of direct the dancing.
Wow, I think your friends are in the back. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I guess they're just walking by.
What are online rehearsals going to look like this year? Since Fiona said everything was going to be online.
Yeah. Online rehearsals are just gonna look like Zoom classes. Online Zoom classes. We'll also be recording the Zoom classes so that like people who can't make it to the actual rehearsals can catch up in their own time. Still gonna be once a week. People are just gonna have to learn the choreography by themselves. But other than that, I mean, like, it's kind of just everything virtual. Yeah.
Cool. So, what does the weekly time commitment look like?
You put in what you want to get out. So basically, if you want to be more involved, you audition for more pieces. You can get into more pieces. Each piece rehearses for 1 hour per week, and our rehearsals are on Wednesday and Saturday. So yeah, it's basically up to you how much you want to commit.
We've been hearing the word showcase a lot in terms of like auditions and all of that. What does that mean?
Showcase is the time when members of our community gather to showcase what they have been developing on their own. It's usually just choreography, or it could just be freestyle. And sometimes people showcase like choreography that they've worked on like over, I don't know, just worked on for a long time to submit for usage in shows, or they can just showcase anything that they've worked on and want to share with the team, because our team is and we want to just foster an environment of growth and flourishing and artistic development. That's what we do. So that's what Showcase is.
That's amazing. Where does Refresh choreography come from? Like, where do these pieces all come from?
Really? They come from members who submit basically through the showcase, and it's kind of amazing to see what these students, what we are capable of, what our dancing can really do for the team.
Absolutely love that. So what shows do you typically do?
So as I mentioned, in fall quarter we have RFS, Refusion Shaka, and then in winter quarter we perform at Celebrasia, huge set. We bring back like 1 or 2 pieces from fall quarter, and then we create a whole new set just for Celebrasia because we're like a big guest to it. And then we have our annual spring show as well, which is just Refresh. We have our own middle pieces. We bring back all the pieces that we had earlier in the year, and then make it into a huge, big, fun spring show.
So what is Tech Week?
Tech Week is the week right before a show. We intensely prepare for a show. Like, we literally spend 7 hours, 5 p.m. to like 12 a.m. in tech or con or wherever we need to be like for that actual show. And then we literally just like run through the show. We perfect the pieces, we put them on stage, and oh my gosh, this is a lot of energy. We buy so much food from like Joy E's and Boba. But yeah, it's like the best time to bond.
Cool. So last question for you, Joan. Can you be on more than one team?
Yeah, you definitely can. And that's what's great about being at Northwestern. Groups kind of work together to make sure that, you know, if you want to participate in something, you definitely can.
Nice.
Yay. Okay. Hello. Hi.
Hi,
Can you introduce yourself, please?
my name's Christine. I'm a senior. Yeah,
What are you studying?
I am a bio major, pre-med.
How long have you been on Refresh?
I've been on Refresh for 2 years now.
All right. And what's your favorite show or gig of the year?
I really like Celebrasia. It's what we do with CSA and Task in like February around Lunar New Year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna ask you some questions about Itcher.
Okay.
All right. So what does the Itcher do?
So I'm basically in charge of organizing gigs and freestyles for our shows and open classes. So just like helping our members like choreograph and freestyle while they do.
All right. What are open classes?
Open classes are when our Refresh members will like teach their choreo to everyone. It's usually every Tuesday for an hour. It's open to everyone, whether you're on Refresh or not. This year we have to do them on Zoom, but usually they're in stack.
Okay. What's a gig?
So lots of like events will invite us to like perform for them. So we've done gigs at like Dance Marathon or like Northwestern's drag show. And recently we've been like expanding outside of Northwestern and going to places in Chicago.
Wow. Okay. Who are the Funky Nomads?
They are the breakdancing group at Northwestern. They're a branch off of Refresh, so they do a lot of our shows, and then they often like sesh together like every week.
Oh, I want to learn. What's your favorite place to practice?
TI. There are like these black boxes with like huge mirrors and everything. I love practicing with friends at like 3 a.m. It's really chaotic and fun.
What's OSESH?
OSESH, it stands for Open Sesh. It's twice a week usually, and we just like rent out the studio and SPAC, and people can practice like for pieces for shows, or they can like freestyle together. It's really like open to anything.
Cool. What are concept videos?
They're basically just really fancy dance videos. That's what we'll be doing next quarter. It can be like as small as like, you know, five of your closest friends dancing together, or you can have like huge casts.
Wow. Okay. How long is the audition process for Refresh?
It is a week long, so we usually have teachings like one weekend, and then throughout the week you can like practice and review and perfect it until like the next weekend where you'll actually audition.
Do you have to be a dance major to be on Refresh?
No, you do not. Most of us are not dance majors. I will say I've been to a couple of their dance classes and they're actually really fun.
Oh, and do you need to have dance experience prior to joining?
No, a lot of us actually haven't. So some people have like only started dancing in college, and then by the time they're seniors, they're choreographing like really fun and hype pieces.
Wow, thank you.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Lily Wang. I'm a third year and I'm the wellness chair for Refresh.
How long have you been on Refresh?
I've been on Refresh for 2 years, so I joined my winter of first year.
What are you studying?
I'm studying biomedical engineering with a design certificate.
What is your favorite show / gig of the year?
I would say my favorite gig of the year is usually our concept videos, so it's kind of like our bonus gig in between shows.
Nice. Alright. What does the wellness chair do?
The wellness chair plans social events for Refresh, so on top of our dance things, we do things like formal, we do things like capture the flag, I do things just to keep up the morale and to make our family just a more cohesive unit.
What are mentors / mentees?
Mentors / mentees are ways that we connect new members. So basically when someone joins, they become a mentee and we pair them with someone that's already been on Refresh for a little bit. So for example, when I was a first year, I got paired with my mentor, Cassie.
What is a family on Refresh and what family are you part of?
So families on Refresh are like those mentor-mentee pairing families. So usually, obviously, when you take a mentee, you can have more than one. That creates like a big family unit. So for example, my family is RBF, and that's like a big family of mentor-mentee pairings. And other families on Refresh are Sterlicia, Ho Dynasty, which includes Ho-Tos, which is another smaller family. Shout out to Mia's family. We have Booty Pop, which is our big family. We have Sushi Fam, which is the family that's from Daniel Avia. And we have Bicho's family, or Simp Nation, as I've been told, and Yuka's fam.
Why are y'all always in Infocom?
Infocom is our main study place. So basically, if you want to meet any people on Refresh, Infocom is that first section that you see when you walk into main library, as you can see here. And basically what we do is we study together, we'll clown together, lots of ordering of food. I'm kind of like a seagull, I'm always eating like french fries from other people.
Yeah. What are your favorite Refresh events?
My favorite Refresh events are formal, Refresh formal, absolute favorites where we get kind of fancy. We have like a mini prom for Refresh. And then also Refresh retreat. So we, as a unit, we go somewhere off campus. So usually this year was, we went to Michigan, I believe, and we like stood on the frozen lake, went to a lake house, and we just kind of bonded together.
Are there any other Refresh hangout spots?
I would say TI. We all go and like sesh, and seshing means like dancing together and like freestyling inside of TI, and then also the Lakeville at night, so you can sit on the rocks and you can like hang out and listen to music and just really just have a good time.
What is Bonfire?
Bonfire is in the fall when we take new mentees. We have like a bonfire, like an actual bonfire on the Lakeville, and we pair each other and we roast marshmallows and we just have a good time like getting to know each other in the beginning of the year.
What is Refresh Formal?
Refresh formal, again, as I said, is when you have like a little party together. We like dress in like dresses and we dance together in a location off campus.
Wow,
Hello.
she popped out from the trash.
Hello, Mia.
Hello.
So, what is a DAP chair? It's the design and branding chair. So they manage all the merch and all the social media and all the design stuff for Refresh.
So what year are you?
I am a senior, and this should be my fourth year going on to Refresh.
What do you study here at Northwestern?
I study environmental engineering.
Wow, engineer. How do you balance dance in school?
I don't. No, actually, it's for me. It's restricting myself from doing too much for Refresh because it depends on how involved you want to be. But if you're like me and you want to be in everything, it's like this like you mentally have to be like, no, Mia, don't do that. You have homework.
That's super valid.
But aside from that, I tried to like study in groups to keep me accountable. Try to do homework with my friends on time.
Infocom.
And I like to try to build in some like relaxing time too.
That's perfect. So, do you want to show your favorite merch?
Yeah, I'm actually wearing it. This is one of the most recent merch
Wow.
in the spring. It's a hoodie.
Look at that, it's
My
talent.
favorite.
So, if I'm interested in getting merch, where can I get that?
We, depending on how much merch we put out each year, once you join the team, you can order your size and everything. And so we usually order a big batch at the beginning of the year. Hopefully there's enough for everybody who joins. And you put in your size, you can pay for it however much you need. We do come with like, not stipends, what are those called? Subsidies.
There we go.
Subsidies. So that's like no questions asked. If you need some help with the merch, we can help you out. Pay what you need, and yeah, merch. Some optional items, they will be like full price just because they're not required for shows like this one. This was just for fun. But yeah, we usually have like two-ish drops a year. So yeah, keep an eye out.
Sounds great. They look so cool. So what's your favorite dance fit or accessory or hairstyle during a show?
I feel like favorite dance fit is definitely like big pants, little shirt sort of situation. There's like a variety on Refresh, but I like to wear big loose pants so I can move around, and maybe like, I don't know, like a crop shirt so my tummy can breathe. In terms of hairstyle, I feel like you probably see me in like a high pony all the time.
Iconic.
I think space buns are really cute too.
Oh, true that. So what are some of the famous alums from Refresh?
Famous alums, big clout, Lisa Ree, if you know K-pop covers. Jun Kuryan, if you follow like Asian YouTubers, he's like the violin dude. We have Ben Dunka, who's really big on the West Coast, he's really cool. Daniel Davia is famous on TikTok. Rachel Gladney, really big figure in like the dance community overall.
Wow, that's so cool.
Lots of clout.
Right. I heard a lot of members play this game called Among Us together. So what is your icon on Among Us?
Among Us? The astronaut game?
Yes.
I like to be the yellow person, the little yellow person with like a green sprout on top, but Lewis is trying to fight me for that role, so it's just
Guard her. What's your favorite thing about Refresh?
definitely the community and all the friends you meet. I also really like families. I'm obsessed with my children, so yeah.
That's it for now.
Yay, nice to meet you.
Hi! Hello. Introduce yourself. I'm Annie. I am this year's treasurer.
How long have you been on Refresh?
I've been on Refresh for 2 years since freshman year.
What are you studying?
I'm studying psych and global health on the pre-med track.
And what is your favorite show/gig of the year?
I like Rhythm Nation because I love seeing all the newbies get excited.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about finance chair. So what does finance chair do?
Finance chair just works with our budget, about our funding, anything money related to the team.
How much does it cost to be on Refresh?
The only cost is our quarterly merchandise, but don't worry, we have subsidies for those who need it and staff for those who need it.
What's Refresh known for?
Refresh is known for dancing down the street, always being together, being a little chaotic, and always promoting ourselves.
What is your boba order?
Passion fruit green tea, half sugar, less ice with boba.
Do you have any embarrassing stories from Refresh?
Every show I have at least a couple of embarrassing photos.
How did you get started / what is your past dance experience?
I started dancing when I was 5 in ballet and tap, but I've been dancing ever since then, and now I'm in Refresh.
And what are some words that you would use to describe Refresh?
Fuego fam, ooh woo.
Hi, baby.
Hello.
Hi. So what year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
What do you study?
Neuroscience pre-med.
Wow. How long have you been on Refresh?
1 year.
Amazing. So what does a manager do?
So I just keep the team organized by sending weekly emails, booking spaces, and managing the Google calendars.
Cool. How did you join Refresh?
I saw Refresh at Rhythm Nation and was blown away, and then I tried out.
It's beautiful. Do you have any Refresh senpais or crushes?
Brooklyn and Mark.
Oh yes, I feel that. What is words and what is SPAC?
So Words is where we practice on South Campus, SPAC is where we practice on North Campus.
I see. What other dance styles are on campus?
There's Latin dance, African dance, contempt, which is what graffiti does, Bhangra, Bollywood. We have everything.
Beautiful. Who are you most intimidated by on Refresh?
John Lib.
I still feel that. John just asked about Tech Week. So what's your favorite Tech Week order?
I love anything tomate and honey milk tea.
Amazing. Is Refresh Cess common? Ooh, there are some couple actions going on.
Oh! Yes, we currently have 7 couples on Refresh.
flip the camera.
Flip the camera.
Push your hand into the
Push your
camera.
hands.